jump into that.
We are under attack.
Plenty of lions to kill me off.
The Lord has been killed.
Alright, so if you're watching this and thinking this looks familiar, you do. It is. This is based off of the resourceful divide that came with vanilla. However, it's, as you can see, it's on a circular island instead of four corners, and it is set to make sure it's balanced. You've got a lot more meat in this map than the last one. Have all the grass is right along the centre. Means it's going to be very hard to hold on to. Already Krarilotus is sending out his assassins. A bunch of archers in the centre. Meanwhile, Hawk has spawned a bunch of horse archers and a bunch of farms in the centre. So it's the horse archers versus the assassins. The horse archers are going to run straight into the assassins. Come in so we can hear the sound of dying horses. Alright, Krarilotus had, sorry. Alright, so it was probably about an even fight. But a lot of woodcutters here for Hawk. Unfortunately, Krarilotus isn't really using these assassins too much. These ones here are probably going to get killed by woodcutters and not do any damage. We're down to about 6 or so horse archers there, and they will come close to dying to these archers just because most of them are already weak. Over on Krarilotus' side, we've got 3 quarries already set up, and it looks like he's focusing mainly on his meat. He's got another quarry and 2 mines down there, versus only the 2 mines for Hawk. So eco-wise, Krarilotus is in the better position. However, military-wise, I'd say Hawk has the advantage here. And yeah, all these things are just going to get slaughtered for no gain, which is going to hurt Krarilotus. However, Krarilotus can finish replacing it as he's be getting this stone very soon. Nope, he's going to lose all that stone, fortunately. But Krarilotus has got a few horse archers of his own set up. Well, he's got about, the unit count is about the same. And all these units still exist. So there's all these slingers down here, which is pro-padding Krarilotus' stats. Alright, so we've got 3 against 4. So say Krarilotus now owns the centre. And Hawk has built up these stone quarries and the iron mines. He's mostly going for his wood production. Krarilotus has split his wood production, so going to the 2 corners, but not set so many there. All these wood are gone, so all these woodcutters are going to come all the way here. So that's not going to be very efficient. Probably be best for Hawk to consider deleting some of these and rebuilding them. So some of the rules that these guys do know already is that we go with no non-working population. So you can't just spawn a whole lot of wells and pots, water pots to be able to increase your tax. You actually have to find some sort of gold for them. The other thing is you can't disband armies solely for the purpose of increasing your tax revenue. So while you can disband army to rebuild them as another unit, well, because you quickly need workers. The Crusader always forgot about the deers, so he's only just starting his hunting. That's probably going to help him with his food. I don't think he's getting too much out of the centre here. Right. The Krarilotus, I believe, is buying wheat for his food. This is my ally, I can see into his granary, which is keeping on emptying out. Yeah, so he's still got high popularity. Oh, I can see over here, this got popularity as well. Can't see into that. Oh, I'm hearing fire. Oh wow, that back corner got torched. Hawk had to destroy both buildings and rebuild them. Luckily, Hawk has the wood for that. Yeah, I would really like to know the what the pathing is for these things. Oh, here goes more fire. Is that going to spread to hit all the other guys? It did burn. Oh, no, the fires. Oh, there goes. It's spreading. There was a little bit of a chance for him to destroy that one building and not have it spread, but it has spread now. I would probably yeah, he needs to start deleting these before it spreads. Yeah, now he goes. He probably still has enough hunters there for what population he has, so he doesn't need to worry about that. So over here, so just to do a quick sum up of the economy, Hawk has 3 wood quarries and 3 iron mines, a ton of woodcutters, and several hunters. Over here, Krarilotus has a few hunters, 5 quarries and 4 iron mines. Here he goes, starting up to set up his moat, while he's also sending out assassins and an attacking force. I think Krarilotus has ownership of the map at this stage. And more buildings being burnt. Let's zoom in and see this going. We just got killed there. Assassins are getting killed just by happenstance by the looks of it. Oh no, they can all be seen now. And Hawk realizes this is happening. He doesn't have the gold. If he had the gold, I would say get a bunch of slingers to deal with these guys. He can kill all these workers and keep them there, preventing them from getting too much extra units. That could be very harmful. 14 units still somewhere, 13. Not sure where those extra units are. Got 3 there. He has some assassins around something. Look, alright, so he's calling the game. Hawk's called the game. I think that it's a pretty clear win for Krarilotus. Now you can't get any extra workers here for Hawk, which means you can't get any more military. Look, those assassins did come out and die. Hawk's trying to help his new workers to survive by putting those shields there, but it's not going to be enough. Alright. I think that's called it. I wish there was a resign button where you could resign and still see the end thing, but as it is, Krarilotus is finishing it off. Hawk wants to rematch on this map. I'm happy for that. This has been very entertaining. We do get to see this. We do. Alright, so kills 56 to 49. It's actually a lot closer than I expected it to. This gold here is very telling. Got the gold advantage to Krarilotus, food advantage. Not sure what just happened there. Something came up and I clicked and answered it straight away. Alright, so the stone is probably a big difference there. Krarilotus also destroying all those buildings.